Well, hi guys, it's Friday. Welcome back to the recap, your number one source for news on the internet. And this has been I would say, relatively quiet week news-wise. Let me start off with responding to some comments I got on last week's report. I had two comments on last week's recap. The first was from my sister Marianne, who agreed with me that mosquitoes suck. The second was from my longtime friend Dan McInerney, who pointed out, you're in a swamp, it's the summertime, it's hot weather, mosquitoes, and he said, what were you thinking? Well, I don't have much of an answer for that. I was thinking about shooting more video. I was going to make a whole little 2 or 3 minute thing on the Great Swamp, and I'm so stupid, yeah. But Dan, I might point out to you that years ago, when we both worked in AT&T headquarters in Basking Ridge, we used to run in the swamp in the summertime. So, yeah, a little bit goofy at this age, but hey, I was shooting for video. Well, in addition to those comments, one of our fans through Facebook made a suggestion, and as I always do, I followed right up on it. Patty Miola is a longtime recap fan, and she suggested last week, after the report on the Great Swamp, that I come up here to Fort Nonsense and shoot from there. And I looked up Fort Nonsense, and I really want to go there. The problem is the access road is closed, totally closed, and we tried to drive up it, even though it's supposed to be closed, and no success whatsoever. So I regret that I don't have a Fort Nonsense report. Yeah, I'm hoping that Fort Nonsense gets open sometime soon. I'd hate to have to wait till next year to get up there. In more local news, the work on the siding on our building seems to be nearly complete. They're very, very busy. So we got the new roof on, we've got the siding, and it looks like they got a bunch of touching up to do. The thing that's of somewhat more concern is that they're replacing the decks we have in the back, one on the first floor, one on the second floor. And while they've removed the boards that you walk on, they haven't yet replaced them. And what that does, it makes it hard to get out in the backyard, which I would be out in a lot, reading my book and things like that. But I expect they'll get around to it. Could be in the next week. In other news, Paul Jordan and Kathleen and Mary Kate are back from their trip to Maine and Nantucket. Eileen will be back from Nantucket in a few days. Matt is going to be playing in a baseball tournament up in Cooperstown. So, on the family side, there's a fair amount going on. But in terms of breaking news, that's really all that I've got. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to stay on the lookout for more videos, as you saw I did in this report. And we'll see you back here next week. In the meantime, everybody have a very, very nice weekend.